That was really frustrating for the Padres in the first leg of this trip in Arizona, having some trouble making contact, a lot of strikeouts, and it was a great night last night for the offense and certainly for the hitting coach for the Padres, Matt Stairs.
Yesterday was, a dream come true for hitting coaches. Wash and I were very happy with 9 for 14 or 9 for 15 with runners in scoring position and cutting down. And again, it's capable with this team. It's just a matter of reminding them and drilling in their head about the game plan, working in the middle with 2 strikes and not getting beat out front. And it all happened with Oswaldi, the 0-2 pitch. He gets a fastball out over the zone, base it up the middle, and next thing you know, the floodgates open up.
It was fun. Certainly the 7th inning last night, the 9-run 7th inning, and the victory for the Padres in Game 1 of this series. Well, tonight, always fun to see somebody make their major league debut, and Eric Lauer is going to do that. And others that have made debuts here against the Rockies, not an easy place to pitch, certainly. And to make your debut at Coors Field is certainly something. As the Rockies take the field tonight after the rain/mist delay here in Colorado as they take the field. Ed Green's starting 9 looks like this tonight, and his starting lineup for the Padres brought to you by your San Diego County Toyota dealers. Manuel Margot leads it off and in center field with Franchi Cordero in left. Will Myers in right field bats third with Jose Perella at second base. Chase Headley at first with Freddie Galvis at shortstop batting 6th. Corey Spangenberg at third base with Austin Hedges doing the catching batting 8th. And Eric Lauer, the pitcher, batting out of the 9 spot. On the mound tonight for the Colorado Rockies is Kyle Freeland.
Well, the kid from Colorado, kid from Denver. His scouting report looks something like this. He's got the 2 and the 4-seamer. He'll cut the fastball a lot as well, the changeup and the slider. And he likes that cutter with 2 strikes, especially to right-handers. He'll try to blow up that bat on the inside part of the plate, down by the label of those right-handed hitters. Let's check the defense behind Freeland tonight on this cold night in Denver, and it's brought to you by San Diego Cadillac dealers. In left field to right field, Dahl, Blackman, Cuevas. On the infield, Gold Glover Nolan Arenado at third, Trevor Story at short, and DJ LeMahieu. No errors in 103 total chances so far this year. Ian Desmond will be at first base, Chris Iannetta behind the plate, catching Kyle Freeland.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Freeze them out. Freeze out Freeland. And no rain on Lauer's parade. Hopefully the Padres can play crisp defense, continue to swing the bats to give the kids some breathing room early on.
And well, Margot stands in here on the right side to get it started. On a 15-minute delay here tonight, as the first pitch of the ball game from Freeland is swung on and fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Manuel coming in, hitting at 135 to start the night with a home run, 3 runs batted in, and heading into his 14th game of the year. Pops it up. Foul ground for Chris Iannetta, the catcher. Now he's going to give way. Desmond, the first baseman, comes down and makes the catch for the first out. Works out to be officially a 46-minute delay to start the ball game tonight in Denver. 1 out in the first, and it brings up Franchi Cordero. 256 with now 4 home runs and 9 RBIs for Franchi. Homer twice in the past 3 games. 2 for 6 here in the ball game last night. It's after going 3 for 6 in Arizona, so 5 for 12 right now on this current road trip for the Padres.
It's going to be interesting to see if both pitchers try to pitch inside, especially being so cold. You know, hitters, they don't like to swing the bat off the end of the bat when it's cold or get jammed, rattle those hands.
Strike 3 call, and Cordero strikes out. 2 down in the first inning.
Good fastball location by Kyle Freeland. Watch the glove of Iannetta. Oh, did you see Iannetta bring that in? 93 off the plate a little bit. Well, he brought that in big time, got the call. Hey, if you can do it, get away with it, why not?
So 2 down here in the first inning, and it brings up Will Myers. Will loves hitting here at Coors Field. 4 for 6 in last night's game for Myers. Lifts a fly ball to right field. Back goes Cuevas onto the dirt of the track to make the catch in front of the wall that ends the inning. Myers gives it a ride, a long way to right, but he's out number 3. Rockies coming up. Denver, as the Padres and Rockies play game 2 of the series, and we check out Bud Black's starting 9 tonight. DJ LeMahieu going to be at the top of the order for the second straight game here against the Padres, with Charlie Blackmon batting second, Nolan Arenado at third base, Trevor Story at shortstop with Chris Iannetta doing the catching, David Dahl in lefty, and Desmond at first base. Cuevas in right field with Kyle Freeland doing the pitching and batting out of the 9 spot. Major League debut for Eric Lauer.
Fastball, curveball, changeup. Not an overpowering pitcher. He's got good command. He's got funky arm action. Let's have a good night in the big leagues, Eric Lauer.
Got to be some nerves running through those veins right now.
No question about it. And as I mentioned earlier in our pregame show, how scouts look at stuff, but they also look at the makeup of certain players. And they say Eric Lauer has great makeup on the mound, doesn't get rattled. But still, this is the big leagues. You only have one debut, right?
And DJ LeMahieu hitting at .292. He's got 28 hits, tied for the National League lead. That's the thing, too, facing a pretty good lineup here tonight for Colorado. Very good offensive lineup, especially here at home.
He has been prepped, no doubt about that. Darren Balsley going over the scouting report, along with Austin Hedges prior to the start. Now, I don't think it's uncharacteristic for guys, young guys, to be wild, kind of arm side and up. I mean, his heart is pumping right now, probably. You know, the adrenaline's going. Might take a while to get that release point down.
This one foul back and a full count.
There's a good adjustment there after going up and away.
Fastball at 92.
Yep. Take a deep breath there, big boy.
Fouled off again to the right, out of play. .50 total bases for LeMahieu on the year, tied for third. And had a couple of hits here last night, going 2 for 4. Went off last night as well. Fouled off again down the right field line, and the battle continues. 3 very tough hitters to begin, as 8th pitch of this at bat coming up to LeMahieu, his first hitter. And a ground ball that will Diving at second is Perella, be out number one. Nice play by Perella, going to the outfield grass to get that, throwing from his knees in time to get LeMahieu.
Well, it's always a relief for any pitcher to get that first out, especially with a guy like DJ LeMahieu who sprays the ball all over the place. Tough to strike out, and a tip of the cap to Jose Perella, I'm sure, from Eric Lauer.
I talked to so many guys making their major league debuts over the years, and they all seem to say after coming from the minor leagues, the first thing that jumps out at them about the big leagues is the defense behind them.
Yes, sir.
You don't have that kind of defense
Nope.
in the minor leagues. One down. And Charlie Blackmon will take a pitch outside.
So let's see. He's making his major league debut here at Coors Field, and the first two guys he faces are batting champions.
Grounder up the middle into center field for a base hit. And Charlie Blackmon's on with a one-out single.
Take a look at the defense behind left-hander Eric Lauer, and the defense is brought to you by your San Diego County Ford dealers. Chase Headley is playing first base tonight with the absence of Eric Hosmer. At second base, Jose Perella. Freddie Galvis at short, Corey Spangenberg at third. Behind the plate, Austin Hedges. In the outfield, left to right, Cordero, Margot, Myers for the Padres.
So one out, one on, and it brings up Nolan Arenado. Arenado hit .353, 4 home runs, and 12 runs batted in. He's had quite a homestand here for the Rockies, going 9 for 16. .562 average, and of course had a home run yesterday. Rockies were coming back in this game, trailing 4-0, and Arenado able to tie it up 4-4 on this line drive home run. And two-run home runs in that first inning. Trevor Story with the other. But the Padres would score plenty more after that, especially in the 7th inning, and pulled away from that game.
You know, I was hoping last night in that 7th inning the Padres were going to bat around twice. It would have taken some serious work. They still had 1, 2, 3, 4 guys to go, but still, with the way they were swinging the bats.
Good size lead at first for Blackmon. Noticing was Lauer, and he goes over there. Margot, center fielder, over towards right center. Good sized gap in this vast outfield in Colorado and left center. Going over again, and just back was Blackmon. Kind of froze there initially.
Lauer goes from the first base side of that pitcher's plate as well, so actually it is a closer throw. And believe me, an inch here, an inch there, that matters on a close play at first base.
0-2 strikes here to Arenado.
Well, one thing I've noticed already, the fastball is pretty straight, so he is going to have to command that fastball up and out of the zone when by design, and also in off the plate. If you're going to throw that fastball to Arenado, you better make sure it's on the inside corner off a little bit. Inner third, he could take it out of the field, out of the yard.
Straightens him up with a pitch inside.
Looks like a little wrinkle, a little breaking ball there. See if he sets him up for something away right here after going inside. Another breaking ball.
Arenado grounds it foul, and we'll do it again here, 2-2. Waiting on deck, Trevor Story batting in the cleanup spot. Little home run here last night. Padres infield at double play depth with one down here in the first inning. Lauer had been ahead 0-2, but it's a full count now.
Oh, the second full count already for 3 batters faced for Eric Lauer. Got to keep in mind, though, one quality pitch here. Get a grounder, get two.
Slings it over to first base, and again, Blackman back to the bag. Arenado takes ball 4, a little bit high. So a single and a walk after the ground out. And we're talking about pitchers making their debut here at Coors Field. As we look over the years, Anthony Bass with the Padres, June 13th of 2011, got a win here. No pitcher has lasted more than 5 innings, though, in their MLB debut at Coors Field.
For Anthony Bass.
1 out, 2 on, and Trevor Story coming up. Story with 5 home runs on the young season, hit one here last night. And takes it down and in for ball 1. Lauer could use a ground ball somewhere here and get out of this 2-men on situation here in the first inning. Trying to deuce a double play ball here. Blackman at second, Arenado at first, 1 down. Swing and a miss for Story on a pitch that was elevated. Fastball up top. 20th pitch of the inning coming up here now for the starter Eric Lauer in his major league debut. Outfield straight away on Story. Power to all fields. And a swing and a miss, 1 and 2.
A little wrinkle in that one. That was middle in. Up in the zone. A little spinner.
Mayhew grounded out. Blackman with a single to center. Arenado a walk. 2 on, 1 away. And a 1-2 coming up here to Story. And that's up top, 2 and 2.
A lot of the fastball's been up.
With a watchful eye, Darren Balsley is pitching coach, and his manager Andy Green looking on. Up again, and a full count. Down and in, and that's ball 4. Back-to-back walks allowed here by Story. 2 Story, and Lauer is going to get a visit from his pitching coach. Darren Balsley headed out there.
Well, I'm sure, Don, there's a lot going on between the ears of Eric Lauer. And let's face it, it is cold. It's 37 degrees. Both, of course, both pitchers, both teams have to deal with it. That's a fact. Maybe Darren has noticed something mechanically. The one thing I have noticed is that he's kind of cutting it short a little bit. A lot of pitches are up in the zone. And I do remember one thing Darren told me, was when a pitcher of his is having difficulty up in the zone, try to spin that baseball out in front and get that release point down. So the biggest compliment you can give a pitching coach is to throw a strike, and he needs a strike right here. A good quality strike with the bases loaded.
So Blackman at third, Arenado at second, Story at first with 1 out, and Chris Iannetta the batter. Iannetta will take strike one. Got that fastball. Iannetta checking in with Adam Hamari, home plate umpire. 2 homers, 7 runs batted in, a .230 average for Iannetta. Tony Walters started the game last night. Here's a grounder towards shortstop. Galvis will go to second for one. On to first. It is in and out of the glove of Headley. 1 run is in. Here comes another. No throw. And 2 runs are in for the Rockies. So instead of an inning-ending double play, it turns into 2 runs for Colorado.
Room service double play. On the front end, all is well. But the throw from Perella is cut short. Chase Headley in place of Eric Hosmer tonight. The swipe. Can't come up with it. Missed it by that much.
Padres are not going to challenge as they thought they might here. I'm not sure what they were looking at. Played second, maybe the way that Story went into second base may have been something they may have wanted to look at, but Andy Green changed his mind. There is David Dahl now, the runner at first. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Started him with the fastball.
That's too bad. You know, Iannetta is the perfect candidate too because he's grounded into 5 double plays already for the Rockies. He was the perfect guy. He made the good pitch.
That is going to be framed by Hedges, but it misses. So 2-1 here to David Dahl, his 3rd game with the Rockies. Got a start last night, back in there again. Started right last night, left tonight. And shoots a foul ball off to the left out of play. 2-2.
It's a heavy workload, Donnie, for Eric Lauer.
They're coming up on 30 pitches, and these have been stress pitches in the inning with men on. In there for strike 3 to end the inning. First strikeout for Eric Lauer, but 2 runs for the Rockies, who take a 2-0 lead.
The second inning, and I'm joined right now by Eric Lauer's father, Rick Lauer. Rick, congratulations. A very exciting moment for your family. How proud are you right now to see your son out there on a major league field?
Oh, very proud. It's crazy, just crazy. Could be a little better weather for it, but we'll take it.
Well, he said not to worry about it. He says, I'm from Ohio. The weather's not going to bother him at all.
He was at camp for 3 years, and he's used to this weather.
Rick, everywhere I've gone in the stadium today, I've seen Lauer T-shirts. People have been coming up to me, introducing themselves as members of your family. How many family members and friends do you have out here tonight?
Got at least 30, 35 people that showed up, flew out, and drove out, and guys he went to high school with, played ball with in high school through college even.
I understand they're everywhere from Ohio to Las Vegas.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Hey, Rick, tell us a little bit about him in Little League. I understand that you coached Eric quite a bit.
I coached him since he was 4 years old. We started Little League with T-ball, and he was crazy back then. You could tell he had a little extra talent, and all through minor B, which would be a Little League team, and he hit a home run that was 212 foot, and it's still talked about to this day.
So even at that young age, you knew that this might be his destiny?
Eric had a little something different in him, and the pitching didn't really come till probably about 10 years old. You could tell he could throw and had a little more consistency than the rest of the guys, a little more.
Rick, we've heard the story about in 7th grade where the teacher said, what do you want to be when you grow up? And don't do anything outlandish, nothing that you can't reach. How did that story go?
Yeah, well, they told him to write a story. It was an English lit class, I believe. And they had to write down what they'd be in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road. And the teacher said, don't do anything ridiculous. You're not going to be an astronaut, no professional athletes. And Eric said, well, I'm going to be a professional baseball player. And she says, that's a 1 in a million chance that you have, that happening. And she says, well, I'm one, and there's a million other people, so why not me?
And he proved him right.
He worked hard, and a lot of it was in college. This actually came up again, and they did a story on it, and the teacher has since retired, so he can't get back at her, but it was good motivation for him.
The other story that we heard, and Eric told this one himself, is that he called you, the first person that he called when he found out he's going to the big leagues, and he said, thank goodness my dad had just gotten done with his yoga class, and he was nice and calm. And I talked to all your family members. There's some dispute about your yoga profession.
Yeah, I just started doing yoga. I'll be honest. And normally I deny it, but I did. I had some major open heart surgery in January last year, and another major surgery at the end of the year, and they won't let me lift a lot of heavy weights, so I'll admit it, I do a little bit of yoga. Yeah.
Well, you can save your energy and enjoy the special moment with your family. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
Rick Lauer, guys, a very proud father right now, and looking forward to seeing Eric have a great outing out here. Back up to you.
All right, thanks very much, Scan. That's great.
That's a great story. Good for you, Dad.
2 down here in the second inning. Varela grounded out. So did Chase Headley. Varela to second. Headley to short, and now Freddie Galvis batting. And taking a pitch at 93 up from Kyle Freeland. Line foul down the right field line. Light rain falling here at the moment. Could be sleet.
Yeah.
Could be snow. Tough to tell. Looking up into the light towers.
Yeah, there you go. And you know the unbelievable thing, tomorrow we're understanding it's going to be like in the high 60s and clear.
I'll believe it when I see it. 2-1 on the ground to second base. LeMahieu is there. And that is out number 3 of the inning. Inning and a half done, 2-0 Colorado. inning. Eric Lauer back on the mound. And a first pitch strike into Ian Desmond. Desmond a slow start to the year into his 24th game of the year. 175, hits one to right field. Myers had started in, now goes back and makes the catch on the warning track. That ball fooled Will Myers, but he's out there to make the catch.
Well, I'm sure there was a discussion in between innings with Eric Lauer and Darren Balsey, a little calm me down, and they pitched the way that got you here, right? And this one right here, whoa, looks like Will Myers almost overruns that ball. He actually, does he catch this ball behind his head almost? Wow.
I think he did.
Yeah.
So one out of the inning, and it brings up Noel Cuevas.
Let's keep an eye on the fastball location this inning, and if any adjustments are made down in the zone from Eric Lauer.
Cuevas at 333 so far in 16 games in Albuquerque. Saw him come off the bench last night to pinch hit. He was recalled on Sunday. That's a fair ball. There's Spangenberg in on the grass at third, down the left field line. A fall going around first base for Cuevas, and he will stay on here at first base with one out.
Wet track down there?
Yes, so down he went.
Oh, this is a breaking ball. He spins on it. And then let's check him out. Grass, dirt. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
He started to spin him when he hit the dirt. You know, I'm wondering because it's, you know, it's raining. You know, you're in the dirt, right? And you get that kind of clump of mud on the bottom of your cleats, and you go in the grass. And then as soon as he hit that dirt, spun his tires.
First major league hit for him. So at first with one down, the pitcher Kyle Freeland. As the third baseman Spangenberg was charging in, they check it first on Cuevas. Back to the bag.
And as soon as that move was being made to first base, Freeland had his hand sliding down the barrel of the bat, indicating bunt here to get that runner over.
Pulls it back and takes a ball outside. .153 for Freeland, a home run, 2 runs batted in his second major league season. 1 for 7 so far this year at the plate. And the bunt down. Lauer will go to first base for the out. Sacrifice is complete as Cuevas takes second base. Time now for our Valley View Casino trivia question.
Love trivia.
Question tonight is, what is the Padres record for runs scored in a single inning? Of course, last night with the 9-run 7th inning. Tweet us your answers by the end of the inning using hashtag Valley View Trivia. 2 down, runner at second. Top of the order for DJ LeMahieu. Second time through now for Eric Lauer. Fouled off to the right, out of play.
Would it be fair to dub this matchup the doppelganger matchup? DJ LeMahieu and Eric Lauer look like they could pass for brothers.
Line to center, and that's in for a base hit.
Oh,
Cuevas coming around to score as Margot falls down in center, and the Rockies take a 3-0 lead. DJ LeMahieu driving in another Rockies run. Wet surface out there in center, and Margot fell. Not sure it would have made a difference. I think Cuevas was going to score anyway.
how about DJ LeMahieu? He hits this ball up the middle. In essence, he beats the shift. Outfielders in the alleys, and there's the slip, and just thank goodness he keeps it in front of him. You're right, Don. That run is going to score. You can see how far that Manuel has to go. Big aggressive turn for LeMahieu at first base.
Well, Charlie Blackmon standing in with 2 down in the inning. And he'll take a pitch high for ball 1. Rockies on top now 3-0. Batting here in the second as we take a look at the home run leaders. Charlie Blackmon with 8. Mike Trout got his 10th tonight a little earlier. Throw to first, and back to the bag is LeMahieu. 40 pitches already for Lauer through an inning in 2/3. Frame there by Hedges, but off the plate. And it's 2-0.
You know, I'm sure it's got to be a wake-up call, too, for Eric Lauer when you're pitching against the premier hitters in baseball. I mean, certain pitches like that one, in AAA, they might be offering at that pitch. But these guys got such great command of the strike zone. How can you take that pitch? Well, it's Charlie Blackmon.
Lined into center field for a base hit. Mayhew up to second as Blackmon is aboard with his second hit of the night. He's 2 for 2.
Fastball catching too much of the plate. He wanted it down and away. That one's out or third. And up on contact in between that number and Colorado on the chest of Charlie Blackmon.
So first and second with 2 down, a run already in.
Here's another reason why base runners should be very aggressive on the bases tonight. That's if you don't fall around first base. The outfielders' cleats, I mean, they might have some bad, it's a bad track out there, right? Slip and fall after going for a ball, so be aggressive, try to take that extra base.
Yeah, I've already seen Margot go down there in center field. 4-game hitting streak for Arenado coming in, 563. And he walked his first time up. Center fielder Margot over towards right center field. Fly ball foul off to the right out of play. Leaving the count here at 1-1 to Arenado. What start he has had. Runners in scoring position, hitting at 400. 2 doubles, a home run, 8 RBIs in that category. 353 overall on the season for Arenado. Try to do some 2-out damage here in the second inning. That's a strike. A delayed call there from Hamari. Took a good long look and called it a strike. Inside that time, 2-2. DJ LeMahieu at second base. Charlie Blackmon at first. 2 down, a run in. Rockies got 2 in the first, 1 so far here in the second. Arenado flips it foul off to the right out of play.
The last couple of pitches have been down in the zone with that fastball. That one is kind of out in front a little bit. It goes to show you, he's throwing 91, 90. You have to be spot on, especially with a lineup like the Rockies have. You are not going to get away with many mistakes. I don't think I've seen the changeup yet. We've seen the spinning breaking ball. We've seen the fastball.
On the ground, foul. And the battle continues. Manuel Margot in center field over towards right center. Gap out there in left center field. This big outfield at Coors Field.
Big and wet outfield.
Certainly a factor. Full count now. So the runners who had 2 outs in the inning can get a start. Mayhew at second, Blackman at first with 2 down.
Well, he likes to work the count. He knows the strike zone. Sure, he'll swing and miss once in a while, but first at bat, 7 pitches to Arenado. This is the 8th pitch coming up this at bat for the Rockies' third baseman.
50th pitch for Lauer. And that's ball 4 to load the bases. It looks like bring in another visit from Darren Balsley, his second in 2 innings. Third walk allowed by Lauer.
Well, we've been watching the fastball, the breaky ball, all the pitches tonight from Eric Lauer. A lot of them have been up in the zone. Let's check out the first inning. Sure, he's got the jitters. It's cold outside. He's pitching against a very potent lineup. They're not hitting that well right now, but still they have that potential. Up in the zone consistently. Now the second inning, you know, the downward break is good, but it's just catching too much of the plate. And as I mentioned earlier, you make a mistake at 91 down the middle to DJ LeMahieu and Charlie Blackman, they're going to make you pay for it.
7th member of the Rockies to bat here in the second inning, and it is Trevor Story with the bases loaded. .353 in his career with the bases loaded. 1 grand slam. And that one up and away for ball 1. First time Trevor Story has batted with the bases loaded this year. Fouled back, 1-1. Story walked in the first inning, 1 of 3 walks allowed by Lauer. Are you going to be stealing second base anytime soon?
I got my protective glove on. I've got my oven mitt on. Jammed my finger about a few years ago just trying to protect it, sliding into second base head first.
Bases filled here with the Rockies already on top 3-0. High drive to left center field. Back deep, and that ball is gone. A grand slam for Trevor Story. A 7-0 Rockies lead as Story hits his second career grand slam.
A 1-1 count, and that is middle in, just above the knee. Perfect swing from Trevor Story. He's looking for the fastball. When you have a pitcher who's having difficulty locating the fastball, especially at 91, he's leaning on it. He got it, and he made him pay.
So all this coming with 2 outs in the inning. Story homered last night. He has homered tonight. Now a liner into right field for Iannetta. Myers will get it back in. A single for Iannetta. Ninth member of the Rockies to bat in the inning. And it'll be David Dahl, struck out looking in the first inning. Lauer giving up 2 in the first, 5 in the second.
You know, I can't think or speak for Eric Lauer, but I tell you what, just from experience, it's like, what just happened? What do I need to do? How do I make the adjustment? Gosh, it happens so quickly at this level, too.
Action in the pen, Adam Simber first up. Story with a grand slam. 7-0 Rockies. And this is to left. Cordero in and over will make the catch that ends the inning. 5-run inning for the Rockies. The big blast, the slam. 7-0 Rockies. Top of the third inning back in Denver. And it's time now to answer our Valley View Casino trivia question. Question tonight was, what is the Padres record for runs scored in a single inning? 13, done it twice. August 24th of 93 against St. Louis in the first inning, and May 31st of 94 at Pittsburgh in the second inning. So it's been a really long time, but done twice, 13.
As Matt Stair said earlier, it's good to have this smile on the hitting coaches' faces. We saw that last night. Hopefully it continues. In a game like this, in all honesty, we say it all the time, 7-0 in this ballpark, it's not safe.
Trying to get the bats warmed up tonight as Spangenberg swings and misses at the 0-2 and strikes out. Second strikeout for Kyle Freeland, 1 down. Freeland has been impressive first time through the order. He's retired the first 7 batters so far.
It's worth a second look. You know, it's not where he wanted it, but it's a good fastball at 93 off the plate.
Tough pitch to take 0-2.
Yep, it is.
7 outs on 20 pitches, and Austin Hedges will take ball 1. Hedges struggled at the plate, hitting at 141 coming into tonight's action. Let's have 2 home runs. Shoots it foul down the right field line, out of play. Lauer has come out on deck. He will hit for himself here, it appears, after allowing 2 runs in the first, 5 in the second. Swinging a foul tip. Got to game break for you coming up. We'll get you caught up as the Cubs and Indians rematch of the World Series from a couple years back, and first time the Cubs have been back to Cleveland since. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hedges. Time for Hedges to go the other way in the outfield. This will be the 25th pitch of the night for Kyle Freeland. And it's grounded back past Freeland. LeMahieu off the bag. It kicks out to short right, and Hedges will be aboard. Well, you never know what's going to happen on that, and it does kick into shallow right center, and Hedges will reach.
And DJ LeMahieu could not get in front of the bag quick enough before it hits the bag, and hopefully that's a sign of things to come for Austin Hedges with that base knock there. He needed that one.
So here's Eric Lauer in his major league debut, getting his first major league at bat. Infield a double play depth with 1 out and 1 on.
I want to just elaborate a little bit on Eric Lauer. I am a firm believer. I really dislike it when I say, like back when I played, I really try to avoid that. But being in his position before, I wanted to share a story. Because my major league debut, I gave up 2 runs and a home run before I got through a strike.
This is going to fall for a base hit. They throw to second base, and that'll be late. First major league hit for Eric Lauer into shallow right field. Hit that baseball. It's his first major league hit.
Good for him. Fights it off. Big outfield here in Colorado. And that will go on the mantle. Maybe give it to Dad after the game. Looks like he was swinging to left and it went to right. Any way you look at it, that's a big league knock.
Well, his first professional hit didn't have a hit in the minors. It was 0 for 8. He's got one in the big leagues. 2 on, 1 out, and Manuel Margot coming up. Sends it out towards left center field. Dahl, the left fielder, is over to make the catch for out number 2. Time now for the tools of the trade, brought to you by Ram Trucks.
Oh, Franchi Cordero in Arizona hitting one off the scoreboard. Oh yeah, it's video game power. Hear it? Hear the effects? And you think he's done there in Arizona? Not the case. How about here at Coors Field last night? Oh, let's play the video game again. And where does it go?
Into the forest.
Trying to find that one. That's out there with the squirrels.
2 down, runners at first and second, and Franchi Cordero struck out looking in the first inning. Padres trying to get something going here, trailing 7-0. Last night with runners in scoring position, they were 9 for 14. It was the hardest hit home runs StatCast intro in 2015. Pitch outside, and it's 1-1. Hedges at second, Lauer at first. 1-1 to Cordero. Did he go? Yes, he did. Tom Hallion said he offered. Cordero so far, as we'll get a look at this from the side.
Oh yeah.
Cordero with runners in scoring position, 5 for 9, 556. As Hedges at second, Lauer at first, 2 down. Swing and a miss, and Cordero strikes out to end the inning. Padres strand a pair, trail 7-0. Have a 7-0 lead here over Eric Lauer and the Padres. Lauer returning to the hill after 58 pitches through the first 2 innings. And his first major league hit.
You know, Don, I was telling that story last half inning. I really dislike to go back when I played because nobody cares. But I remember my debut. Before I threw a strike, on the first strike I threw, the guy hit a 2-run home run. Didn't get an out. A couple of things came to mind. First of all, these guys are really good. This is not AAA anymore. Secondly, I better get my act together as far as executing my pitches and hit my spots. That's just the point I'm trying to make. I know there's a lot going through Eric's mind right now. You know, the conditions, major league debut, and the usage of his arsenal there. 2 changeups, 1 curveball.
A lot of cutters, a lot of fastballs. Not much in the way of breaking balls, though. Just 2 changeups. 1-2. That is strike 3. So Ian Desmond striking out to begin the inning. Second strikeout for Lauer.
Well, let's check out the fastball. Yes, inside, right at the belt buckle. Catches the plate. Nice pitch.
So 1 down here in the 3rd brings up Cuevas, and he hits one in the air to left field. Cordero out there waiting, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Cuevas retired, 2 down, and it'll bring up the pitcher for the Rockies, Kyle Freeland. A sacrifice bunt in the 2nd inning. And part of that big 2nd inning, a 5-run second. Lauer's 65th pitch of his outing. And that's on the corner, 0-2.
Good pitch. That curveball can get a little slurvy sometimes, too. That's the report that I got on Eric Lauer.
Protecting the plate, reaching out there was Freeland, just getting a piece and sending it foul to the screen.
Well, this inning so far, making an adjustment. 8 pitches, 7 for strikes.
Swing and a miss, and Lauer has a 1-2-3 3rd inning. They played 3. Rockies have a 7-0 lead. field, San Diego. On a cold night tonight in Denver, Colorado, the Rockies have a 7-0 lead over the Padres. As we head to the top of the 4th inning, Will Myers going to lead it off. And we think a slugging percentage against the Rockies. Think Will Myers, he's in the top 5, 644. Giancarlo Stanton, Miguel Cabrera ahead of him, the only 2 ahead of him. And Ryan Zimmerman and Matt Kemp behind him. Myers at 644 slugging percentage against the Rockies.
Good company. Players look at schedules and they know they're coming to Coors Field. Their eyes light up. Can't wait to get there. Will Myers is one of them, definitely.
He did fly out in the 1st inning, but took it to the warning track in right field, and Rivas got back and made the catch. Myers down the right field line, and that's going to be a foul ball. Well, time now for the Kia drive to success. Will Myers' career 4-hit games. Of course, he had one here last night.
Those are good nights in the big leagues right there.
A couple at Colorado, 3 against Arizona. Leading it off here in the top of the 4th inning.
Isn't Arizona and Colorado 2 of the 4 corners states? So if there was a big league team in New Mexico and what's the other one? Utah, Will Myers would be on a tear. We need a big league team in Utah and New Mexico. And then we will call Will Myers the 4 corners guy. Yeah, you can stand in one spot and be in 4 states. How about that?
Myers swings and fouls it off, full count.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Myers flying out to the warning track, first time up. Fouled off over by the Padres dugout and into it. Freeland retired the first 7 Padres he faced in the game tonight, but gave up singles to Hedges and Lauer. Then settled down to get Margot and Cordero to end the 3rd inning. So he's allowed just 2 hits on the night. And that's strike 3. Myers didn't like it. But he had ball 4, but gets a bad news from Adam Hamari. 4th strikeout for Freeland, 1 down.
Backdoor breaking ball off the plate just a little bit. Hey, every umpire is going to have their strike zone. Credit the catcher. Who knows? Maybe that's his strike zone. We shall see the remainder of the evening.
1 down here in the 4th inning. It brings up Jose Perella. Rounded out to second base in the 2nd. Look out. Ended up riding in on him at 93 miles an hour. Perella hits well here at Coors Field too. .433 average. Sits safely in 7 of his last 8 games here at Coors Field. Falling behind here, 3-0. There's a strike, 3-1.
Doesn't have to be.
there for a strike. Full count. Battling back is Freeland.
He does not want Perella to get extended. He's trying to pound him inside.
Inside, ball 4, and he loses Perella. So a 1-out walk here. First walk of the night given up by Kyle Freeland. And that'll bring up Chase Headley. Now Headley playing at first base tonight in the absence of Eric Hosmer, away on a family matter. Andy Green saying before the ball game that Hosmer would be expected back most likely Friday when the Padres return home. So we send our best out to family of Eric Hosmer and to Eric Hosmer, away from the team right now. So Headley in there tonight, getting the start at first base. Grounded out to short in the second inning. Off the pitcher, Freeland, who goes down, quickly gets up and fires to first base for the out. We'll see if he's okay. He's limping around as it got him down low on the leg, it appeared.
Wow. Quick reaction, back to his feet, firing a strike. I'll deal with the pain later.
Walk it off here.
Where'd I get him, right in the wallet?
Yeah, it looked like it was higher than I thought.
Oh, down by the foot.
We'll try a couple warm-up tosses here, see if he's all right.
I'd fire the first one back to the screen, like way up top, and say, I'm good. What do you think the next hitter is going to think? Still trying to figure out, I'm confused if it's his landing foot or was it his push-off foot?
Look here.
Let's check out the landing foot, the one in front. Yeah, right there. There you go. Right in the back, it looks like, huh, Don?
Yeah.
The back of the heel.
So runner at second, 2 down, and stays in the game. See if he continues here. And Freddie Galvis. There's ball 1. Galvis rounding out to second base in the second inning. Runners offensively, pretty good. Runners in scoring position. And first with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. And Perella at second with 2 away here in the 4th inning. Grounder to third, and to the backhand goes Arenado. The throw is off the mark, and Desmond with a good stretch on the other side makes the play that ends the inning. Done with 3.5, 7-0 Colorado. by your San Diego Honda dealers. Visit us at sdhondadealers.com. By Petco, the pet company. And by SeaWorld. Padres is tonight's word of the game. Head to foxsportssandiego.com and click Ways to Win for your chance to win a SeaWorld Family 4-pack. Not sure if that's rain or snow. Feels like snow.
Yeah, it does.
Rockies have a 7-0 lead. Into the bottom of the fourth we go. And more Eric Lauer, fresh off a 1-2-3 third inning, dealing with the top of the Rockies order. And DJ LeMahieu is grounded out to second base and singled to center. Also has an RBI. And that LeMahieu shift on in the outfield. Margot well over into right center. And you got Cordero almost into center field, the left fielder.
The DJ LeMahieu shift. It's unbelievable. I mean, we've seen it for quite a while now, but still looking at it, you kind of scratch your head. I mean, where Perella is, I'm sorry, where Cordero is over here to the foul line, in left field, it's a $5 Uber ride.
You get a piece of the bat of LeMahieu. Full count. All four and down to first base goes LeMahieu. Leadoff walk here in the fourth inning. Runner on, and that'll bring up Charlie Blackmon.
Andy Green wants Austin Hedges to go out and talk to Eric Lauer, maybe buy some time.
Adam Simber had been up earlier. He is back up again, and here comes Andy Green. So pitching change coming up here from Coors Field in Colorado. 7-0 Rockies.
MLB At Bat is your #1 Padres app. Customize your experience to catch every moment this season. Get Padres home screen icons and features such as the MLB.TV Game of the Day, pitch tracking, in-game highlights, live radio broadcasts, stats, news, and more. Download MLB At Bat today.
Well, the Major League debut for Eric Lauer is over as he goes 3+ innings, 6 hits so far. Charged with 7 runs. He's responsible for LeMahieu, who's at first base. Walked 4, struck out 3, and hands the baseball off to Adam Simber.
Well, the first thing here is to stop the bleeding. Trail 7-0. He's pitched to a 2.84 ERA in 4 games on the road. Adam Simber, this being his 12th game. And once again, early on for these hitters, a different look, a different release point for these Rockies hitters.
Charlie Blackmon batting with LeMahieu at first base. And a strike. Lauer ended up throwing 74 pitches. Charlie Blackmon 2 for 2 in the game tonight. Single to center in the first, single to center in the second, has scored 2 runs. Fouls it straight back. Seven runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Rockies. No runs, 2 hits, an error for the Padres. Swing and a miss, and striking out is Charlie Blackmon for the first out of the 4th inning. Simber strikes out the first batter he faces.
That's a big timeout for the side-winding Simber. Pitching uphill, I love it. Up and away.
One out, one on, and here's Nolan Arenado. Has walked twice in the ball game tonight and scored 2 runs.
You know, I've told this story before, but you know Mike Myers?
Yes.
He works for the Players Association now. He was a conventional high 3/4 left-handed pitcher when he was with the Tigers. And he was just your run-of-the-mill left-hander. Nothing really wowed you about him until somebody approached him in Tigers camp. This gentleman approached Mike Myers and said, hey, well, do you ever think about going from Laredo down under? Different look, left-handed, could work to your advantage. He started doing it. And what did Mike pitch? 10, 12, 13 years?
Yeah,
maybe more? You know who that gentleman was? Al Kaline.
Wow.
So it's, you know, high 3/4 pitchers are a dime a dozen, right?
To short, Gavus will try to start it. To second for 1, on to first for 2. Nicely done. Simber comes in, does a great job. We head to the 5th, 7-0 Colorado. It's time now to take a look at our Buzz the Booth question of the night. The question is, Tony Gwynn was the best hitter of his generation and known for his preparation and scouting. How much of it was physical talent versus education, scouting, and game prep?
I think it's a little bit of both, and that's a great question. Being fortunate to play with Tony as a teammate and getting to know him and see his work ethic. He was probably one of the first guys to really utilize video to hone his craft, to watch pitchers and watch his technique up at the plate. So he put hours and hours in the video room watching both pitcher and himself. But then again, on the other hand, physical. I think Tony would be the first guy to say, you know what? He had to work, even though he won 8 batting championships, he still spent a lot of time in the cage as well. He wanted to cover every aspect of his career to try to get better. Here's Tony in the video room, looking at that video, hoping that the front foot is down, the hands are back, and then going up to the cage at Qualcomm with Merv Rettenman to hit off Iron Mike. And you know what, Tony, that tells you a lot about Tony Gwynn. He was picking up the baseballs. He didn't have like a bad boy do it, or the pitching coach, or the hitting coach. After Tony got done hitting, he would go gather up all the baseballs and put them in the bucket. So both. That's a great question. Thank you so much for buzzing the booth tonight.
A reminder to fans, you can send us your video question. Use the hashtag BuzzTheBoothSD, and we'll answer it during an upcoming broadcast. That's hashtag BuzzTheBoothSD. Spangenberg flied out to left for the first out of the inning. Now Austin Hedges ahead 2-0. And a liner foul. That was laced into the crowd. Austin 1 for 1 in the ball game, has one of 2 Padres hits, other belonging to Lauer. Adam Simber is on deck in the pitcher spot. He's going to go a little while here. Padres need to eat up some innings. Their starter tonight, Lauer, lasting 3+ innings. And Simber coming on, getting a nice double play ball. That's ball 4, and down to first base goes Hedges, on for the second time tonight. As far as Padres on deck, we get you updated on Fernando Tatis. 4 bats, 2 hits, a couple of home runs, a couple of RBIs tonight, 2 runs scored. San Antonio Missions, 5-2 loss in 10 innings tonight against Frisco. Double-A baseball.
San Antonio Missions. When I was in the Texas League, it was the San Antonio Dodgers. Double-A for the Dodgers. We were always so jealous too, because we were the Shreveport captains. We had captains uniforms, right? They had traditional Dodger unis. It was like you look across, it's like, wow, they're wearing real Dodger jerseys.
You're a captain.
I got some tired captain jersey on.
One out, one on, and Simber. Swings away and finds himself down 1-2. '60th pitch coming up here for Kyle Freeland. Yeah, a swing and a miss, strikes out Simber. 5th strikeout for Freeland. 2 down here in the 5th inning. I'll get you a game break coming up. Ohtani in action tonight. It's a defending world champion Houston Astros. In there for strike 1 to Manuel Margot.
What do you think of the hoodie look under the jersey? I'm not a fan.
I'm all about warmth. I got to be honest with you.
Yeah, but what good is it doing if it's on your back?
Well, I think he wears it when he's in the field.
Well, why not tuck the hood underneath the jersey? Just a thought. So you're actually saying that's a good look?
I'm not saying it's a good look. I'm saying it's a warm look, and I'm all about warmth. And I wish I had that sweatshirt right now, because I don't.
If you're gonna
I would wear it. If I had it, I would wear it.
If you're gonna wear it, you utilize it. Look at. Oh, he's got the just the hood mask.
Like a ski mask.
Yeah.
Coldest temps. It's got to be tonight, right? Tonight's game 37. Not even close.
Wow. 23 degrees.
This is lined into left center field. A base hit for Margot as Hedges will go first to third. Margot thinking two. Throw goes to second, and he will be safe at second base. Well, double for Margot. Second and third with two down. That's some base running right there. Thinking double out of the box.
You are absolutely right. We mentioned it earlier. It's a wet track out there. When you split the gaps and you see that the outfielders have to really go get them. Blackman's on the second base side of second base, right? He's got a long way to go. Got to go. Pop-up slide, stay on the bag.
So second and third with two down. First extra base hit of the night for the Padres. There's two in scoring position for Frenchie Cordero, who struck out twice in this game. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Pretty good in this spot. Two outs and runners in scoring position. 3 for 5. And a chance to do some damage here. Down 0-2.
You see anything happening here against Cordero? Putting wrinkles in it. First two pitches. Remember, he hit a fastball into the forest. Freeland, runner in scoring position, two runners in scoring position. He's pulling the string on him.
Swinging fouled off, stays alive. Inning started with Spansberg flying out to left. Hedges walked. Adam Simber struck out for the double by Manuel Margot. Third Padres hit of the night. Runners at second and third with two down. And Cordero waiting on an 0-2 pitch. It's outside. Kyle Freeland coming into this outing tonight with some tough numbers. He's 0-3 on the year with a 5.85 earned run average. It's his fifth start of the year, but it pitched great. Tired the first 7 Padres that he faced in the game tonight. Trying to work out of a jam here in the top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, prior to this start, just falling behind. Breaking ball just kind of rolling up there and just finding too much of the plate. Looks like he's really consciously trying to work the corners tonight.
Down and away, and it's 2-2. 20th pitch coming up here in the inning. I think he held up.
I think he held up too.
Swing and a miss, and for the third time tonight, Cordero has struck out. Padres strand the pair, trail 7-0. All right, thanks very much, Mike. Back here at Coors Field, 7-0. Rockies on top of the Padres. Into the bottom of the 5th inning we go. Adam Simber back on the mound again, and Trevor Story leading it off. He's had a big game tonight, a walk in the 1st inning, but a grand slam in the 2nd inning. As the Rockies on top 7-0. There's a one hopper to third. Spangenberg, good throw across for the first out of the bottom of the 5th.
Hey fans, Major League Baseball umpires are hosting their 10th annual online auction for Umps Care charities until April 30th. And our own Eric Hosmer has donated a signed bat to their cause. To view all of the auction items or to make a bid, visit MLB.com/umpscare.
Now one down here in the 5th inning, and it brings up Chris Iannetta. Rockies catcher, 1 for 2, an RBI single. Simber came in, got Charlie Blackmon to strike out swinging, then induced a double play out of Nolan Arenado. There's the first out here, the bottom of the 5th inning. Flared foul down the right field line, out of play. Strike 3 call. Iannetta frozen on that one. Second strikeout for Simber since coming in. 2 down.
I can see where hitters, they see that release point, they see a ball coming up right in the zone. They're thinking, okay, this one's going to be high. Great job by Austin Hedges. That's a legit strike right at the belt buckle. And you know what? Can I editorialize here?
Sure.
You know what really chaps me at times? You get a good fastball belt buckle high, and you got hitters like shaking their heads. How dare you call that a strike? Come on. That's a legit strike right at the belt buckle. Okay, I'm done. Donnie?
You can't let these things bother you. 2 down here in the 5th. David Dahl getting his 3rd plate appearance.
Strike zone's the size of a shoebox as it is already.
That was an editorial? Is that what that was?
Yeah. Now back to our scheduled programming.
Now back to the game. The 1-1 is outside. Ball 2. David Dahl struck out looking in the 1st, flied out to left in the 2nd. Line down the right field line towards the right field corner. Dahl headed for second base. Myers digging it out. And Dahl can fly. He's headed for 3rd now. And he will get there standing.
Wow.
Wow, that was impressive.
He was cutting the corners nicely too, wasn't he? Well, let's go back to the pitch. You know, it was inside, but it wasn't up enough because the target from Austin Hedges, he wanted it up a little bit more. See where he is? And on contact, maybe just a little bit below that. Quick to it. No chance for Headley. And then now it's time to watch the speed of Dahl. See, he turned it on right before second base, too.
Now a liner into right field off the bat of Desmond. That'll score another Rockies run. Colorado on top 8-0. Ian Desmond checks in with an RBI single. All this coming with 2 down in the inning.
Desmond brings a barrow to the marketplace, and he brings this fastball to the right field side with some authority. That's good hitting right there. Fastball away, nice easy swing, not trying to do too much.
8-0 Rockies on top. Weavas takes strike 1. Rockies got 2 in the 1st, 5 in the 2nd, and a run so far here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Impressive speed from David Dahl. Makes out a triple. scores on the single by Desmond.
What's the old baseball adage? Speed is something you bring to the ballpark each and every day. Speed never slumps. Speed kills.
Swing and a miss, and striking out is Cuevas to end the inning. 8-0 Rockies. Faster against Lauer. Didn't get a double play ball. Would have been out of this inning, but turns out that errant throw to first base turns into 2 runs for the Rockies. They would be up in the ball game 3-0 on this RBI single to center field for LeMahieu, and then the grand slam for Trevor Story. Open the game up, put the Rockies on top 7-0. They have added another run, lead at 8-0. So the major league debut for Eric Lauer. 3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 of them earned. Walked 4 and struck out 3. Kyle Freeland still in the game. 5 shutout innings. And Trevor Story with that grand slam, the second of his career. Will Myers leads it off. And lines 1 to third on a hop. Nicely picked down there by Arenado. Throws across to get Myers. What a play down there at third by Arenado.
That is why Nolan Arenado has the gold label on his Rawlings glove. How's it look, real speed? Unbelievable. I mean, it's believable, but that's a big league play. Doesn't get much better than that.
One down here in the 6th inning. There's Jose Perella. Perella grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning. Walked in the 4th inning. On the ground by the mound, softly hit, and on the run from Arenado. Doing it again, this time racing in to make that play. So 2 down, and 2 very nice plays by Arenado.
He does everything so well. He can snatch the line drive, pick it, he can come in, he can barehand it, he can throw on the run with accuracy.
Two down here in the 6th inning, brings up Chase Headley. Headley is grounded out to short, grounded back to the mound.
I think I saw Arenado in the movie Kill Bill. He was so good. He's like a ninja out there, isn't he? I mean, he's
bundled up.
He's doing everything. Oh, now you show your face. Okay. He's good. I remember talking to some players. This was 2-3 years ago, and it was early in the year. Might have been in spring training. Talked about Arenado. I just said his name. Wait, what do you think of Arenado? And they said, just give him the Gold Glove right now. Just engrave it right now.
Got 5 in a row. Drops in there for a strike. 3-1 to Headley. Foul outside of third. Fractured his bat. We'll get a new one. Headley now, Galvis next with 2 down here in the 6th inning. Little flare, back a short, back to get it is Trevor Story. It's a 1-2-3 6th inning. And to the bottom of the 6th, 8-0 Colorado. A great deal on an all-new Hyundai vehicle. See your Hyundai dealers today. Now it's on here to the bottom of the 6th inning. Double switch for the Padres as Kazuhisa Makita comes into the game here. Makita's 11th appearance of the year, 5.40 earned run average.
Yeah, not bad splits. 250 for lefties, 208 to righties. Been given up at times, like any reliever, some big hits at times.
Takes over for Adam Simber, who had 2 innings of relief. He's charged with 1 run. Didn't walk anybody and struck out 3. Kyle Freeland, the pitcher, batting for himself, ahead in the count, 2-1. Matt Caesar is part of the double switch, taking over in right field as Will Myers comes out of the game. Pitcher spot now the 3 spot. in the Padres order. Swing and a miss, and Freeland strikes out for the first out here of the 6th inning.
For the first time ever, the NFL Draft is live on Fox. Join Troy Aikman and Joel Klatt in Dallas for all the big picks. It's April 26th and 27th, live on Fox and NFL Network.
One down here in the 6th inning, and it brings up DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu has grounded out, singled, and walked. Soft liner, second base, caught by Perella. LeMahieu lining out to his counterpart at second base, 2 down. I'll bring up Charlie Blackmon. Blackmon has singled to center twice, scored twice. Last time up, struck out. Had a 46-minute delay tonight to start the game. And started at what, 36 degrees?
It did, and you know, quite frankly, I think we could have started this game on time.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they didn't. Conditions were virtually the same. 46 minutes later. Now down to 36. Popped up. Back at first, and Chase Headley makes the catch and ends the 6th inning. We head to the 7th, 8-0 Colorado. By Top Turtle Turf, a full landscape design company. By Jack in the Box. Try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family, only at Jack in the Box. And by SeaWorld. Padres is tonight's word of the game. Head to foxsportssandiego.com and click Ways to Win for your chance to win a SeaWorld Family 4-pack. To the 7th inning we go. 8-0. Rockies have the lead. And Freddie Galvis going to lead it off. Take strike one. It's pitch 80 from Freeland of the night. 5th start of the year for the left-hander. Fly ball right field. Cuevas in right field will make the catch.
Arco, quality top-tier gas for less.
One down here in the 7th inning brings up Corey Spangenberg. Corey has struck out swinging and flied out to left field 0 for 2. Strike called, 1-1. Coming into this game, a .303 hitter here at Coors Field. And the start at third base tonight. Five in a row retired by Kyle Freeland. 2-2. Before last night, the Rockies had won all 9 games that they'd led after 6 innings. Of course, last night, the 7th inning, the big inning for the Padres. Spangenberg strikes out. Second time he's done that tonight. 2 down here in the 7th inning. That is strikeout number 7 for Kyle Freeland. Two down in the 7th, and it brings up Austin Hedges. Austin's had a good night. He's been on twice in the game. Single in the 3rd inning, and then walked in the 5th. Breakdown of pitches by inning for Kyle Freeland. 20 pitches in the 5th inning. This inning he worked around a 2nd and 3rd situation before striking out Franchi Cordero.
That's pretty good, and he's still hitting his spots, and the velocity is still there for the local kid who was born and grew up in Denver. Have you ever seen that picture of Kyle Freeland in a onesie as a kid? It's a Colorado Rocky onesie. It's pretty cool. And then what do you know? He finds himself in a big league uniform pitching for his hometown team.
0-2 pitch coming up. And Hedges takes it. It's a pretty close pitch. One, two. And that drops in there for strike 3. Hedges strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Freeland. 8 in all. It's 8-0 Rockies. Makita back on the mound, and Nolan Arenado leading it off here in the bottom of the 7th. Arenado has walked twice, scored twice, and last time up got it into a 6-4-3 double play. DJ Ellis has taken over for Hedges behind the dish. Popped up shallow center, Perella out, and he will get there to make the catch. Padres second baseman ducking back to the short lawn and center. 1 down.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the San Diego Padres and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Diego Padres.
One down here in the 7th inning, and it brings up Trevor Story. Walk in the 1st, grand slam in the 2nd. Grounded out to 3rd in the 5th. Makita came in the 6th inning. He's retired all 4 Rockies that he has faced since coming in. Eric Lauer made his major league debut tonight. 3+ innings, 6 hits, 7 runs, 6 were earned. Walked 4, struck out 3. Then Adam Simber for 2. Gave up a run of his own. And now Makita hitting in a 3rd deep into his outing. In tight to Story. Seemed to surprise him. 2-2.
You know, a lot of hitters I think dive, and that's not a bad thing, but you know, when a ball leaks in off the plate, maybe 1 or 2 widths of a baseball, yeah, they're going to jump out of the way. They want to try to cover that outside part of the dish.
Swing and a miss. And striking out is Story. Second strikeout for Makita since coming into the game. It's time now for the San Diego fans of the game. And dealing with the weather conditions here in Denver tonight.
Oh, look at that. They've got the Padre blanket. They're wearing the old and new. How nice.
Chris Iannetta swings away, lifts a fly ball to left center. Margot in center field makes the catch. It ends the 7th inning. We head to the 8th. 8-0 Rockies. All right, Mike and Mark, thanks very much. Back here at Coors Field, where a new pitcher is in after 7 shutout innings from Kyle Freeland. Brian Shaw, the veteran right-hander, into the game.
Well, the last 3 times out, over 2 innings pitched, he's given up 6 runs. He's only struck out 2, now his 14th game. And in a game like this, any manager wants to give a guy an inning to try to maybe work some things out, kind of try to lower that ERA. He's got an 8-0 pad here in the top of the 8th.
Electing to pitch without sleeves tonight. First appearance at the plate here for Caesar. That one fouled off. Took over as part of a double switch in right field. Hitting at 304 so far. No homers, 2 runs batted in. May have gone. They check. Yes, he did. Hunter Wintelstead, first base umpire, said he offered. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and Caesar strikes out for the first down of the 8th inning. So 1 down here in the 8th, and here's our Arco top tier plays of the game, and nice plays down at third base by Arenado. First this picked, get 2 looks at it, and then he had to charge in on the very next play. And on the run in behind the mound, gets rid of that. Nicely done.
Let's cover some territory. Who is that masked man? It is Nolan Arenado. Plays with high intensity each and every play. In the field and in the batter's box.
He's been moving around down there a lot at third base, trying to stay loose, trying to stay warm. Getting ready in between each pitch. And Margot goes around. Kyle Freeland, tonight's starter, went 7 innings, giving up 3 hits, no runs, walked 2, and struck out 8 through 90 pitches. Well, Shaw's come in throwing strikes. Back-to-back Ks of Caesar, now Margot. 2 down in the 8th. Bullpen that's had a tough homestand for the Rockies, especially yesterday against the Padres. 16 2/3 innings. Last night giving up 4 runs, 11 hits, 9 runs.
You know, that's falling behind. Working hitters counts. We saw that last night in the 7th inning. Hitters doing a good job of going with the pitch.
It's been a tough night for Franchi Cordero as he fouls this one off. He has struck out 3 times. But looking in the first, swinging in the third, swinging in the 5th. Ball and a strike here to Cordero. Fouls it off. Carlos Suaje has come out on deck. In the air, down the left field line, foul. Well, tomorrow the finale of the 3-game series between the Padres and the Rockies. Tyson Ross against John Gray. Gray so far this year 1-4, very surprising. 7.09 earned run average, and Tyson Ross 2-1. Starts at noon tomorrow. Two balls, 2 strikes here to Cordero. And a swing and a miss. Cordero strikes out for the 4th time tonight. Rockies have an 8-0 lead. inning. Let's revisit our keys to the game, brought to you by your San Diego Honda dealers.
Freeze out Freeland. Freeland 7 innings. No earned runs. Punched out 8. No rain on Lauer's Parade. 3 innings for Eric. 7 runs, 6 earned. And that's where we stand. 8-0 Rocks.
David Dahl leading it off against a new Padres pitcher. Phil Maton into the game.
Has allowed just 1 earned run in 7 all-time appearances against Colorado. Andy Green trying to spread it out. Bullpen, an inning here, an inning there.
Nice job by Makita, going to 6th and 7th, and retired all 6 Rockies that he faced in the game.
Hopefully you got Tyson Ross tomorrow to go deep into the game. You've got the off day Thursday before the homestand starts on Friday for the weekend.
Bullpen has only given up 1 run in this game. Adam Simber in 2 innings giving up just 1 run. Swing and a miss, and Maton able to strike out Dahl to begin things here in the 8th inning. 9 strikeouts for Padres pitching in the game. Gonna bring up Ian Desmond.
Stick around for Padres Live after this game, and then after Padres Live, the post-game show, Inside San Diego Sports with Mike Pomerantz. Does such a great job on that show. You don't want to miss it. Local stories regarding the NFL draft. Very intriguing. NFL draft's coming up, right?
It is.
Where's it being held this year?
I don't know. And Desmond with a single and an RBI in the 5th. Fouled off down the right field line, out of play.
I think it's in Arlington at Jerry's World.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll be going there later this year. Oh, 2 pitch. And a little bit high, 1-2. Well, 1 point tonight, 23,727 at the ballpark. 23,727. At a 46-minute delay to begin the game. Two and 2. Some people have hung in here, though, as we play in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out.
You know, a couple of things that are great about games like this. As the game goes on, you get to go down closer to the field. Very few people, so you get to hear what they're saying on the field mics. Like that one guy there. There was one fan, hey, good eye. Hey, way to go. Like he's really listening, the hitter. And then another guy said, hey, can I have your batting gloves?
Swing and a miss, and Desmond strikes out. 2 down. Back-to-back Ks for Maton. Ten strikeouts for Padres pitching.
Brooks Pounders heating up for the Rockies.
Former teammates of yours, his dad, right?
His dad was in the Padre organization when I was with the Padres. He played in Las Vegas. Brad Pounders. And I believe he is in attendance tonight.
He's called up today. 1-0 pitch. And a liner to left field. That's going to get in for a base hit. Ribas aboard at first with 2 down in the inning. His 2nd hit of the ball game. Yeah, they sent Scott Oberg down today.
Oh yeah.
Tough outing here last night.
That's always tough. I don't like to see that. I know it's part of the game. It's it's what you sign up for, but still, I don't like to see anybody get sent down. But there's only so many. But you know what? That's baseball. Only so many roster spots.
Two down, runner at first here in the 8th. Ryan McMahon pinch hitting in the pitcher spot. Got to start last night at first base. And takes ball 1. A little bit high again, 2-0. They don't hold on. Cuevas at first base. Two high, 1 low, and it's 3-0. That's a strike. 3-1. Aton started the inning by striking out David Dahl and Ian Desmond for giving up the single to Cuevas. Now a 3-1. And McMahon takes ball 4. Heads down to first base. And the Rockies have something going here with 2 outs in the inning. The top of the order, and DJ LeMahieu coming up. A.J. Ellis went to the mound, an official mound visit.
You know what DJ stands for?
I actually do not.
Take a guess. Very common names. Very common.
Go ahead. What do you got?
No, I want you to guess.
I'm not going to guess.
What's a very common name that starts with
There's a lot of common names. The pitch is outside.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. It's not Don.
Okay. What do you got?
David John.
Okay.
He's married to Jordan. Resides in Birmingham, Michigan.
Strike over the outside corner. They decided on DJ for some reason.
It's got a good ring to it.
Left side, it is Spangenberg, cuts it off, fires to first base in time to retire LeMahieu. We head to the 9th inning, 8-0 Rockies. Game, and in this game the starting pitcher was Kyle Freeland tonight for the Colorado Rockies. He goes 7 innings, giving up 3 hits, no runs, walks 2 and strikes out 8 through 90 pitches on a chilly night here tonight in Denver, and pretty much had the Padres off balance all night. Only able to put together 3 hits against him.
He's not a hard thrower, but he was working both sides of the plate nicely and then flipping up that breaky ball, expanding the strike zone for those strikeouts. As you mentioned, Don, 8 total on the night for the lefty.
Now Brooks pounders into the game now, called up from AAA Albuquerque.
Mentioned just last half inning, Brooks' dad played in the Padres minor league system. Numbers from AAA Albuquerque. Temecula, grew up in Temecula, went to Temecula Valley High School and resides there.
First appearance with the Rockies. Last appeared in the major leagues with the Angels last year. Made 7 relief appearances. Fly ball sent foul off to the left by Carlos Asuaje. Batting here in the pitcher's spot to begin things in the ninth. .226, 2 homers, 10 runs batted in for Asuaje. They shift on him on the right side of the infield. And he takes one high. Ryan Shaw was impressive. Let's look at the shift on the right side, stacked up. Shaw, the middleman of the 3 arms used tonight by Bud Black. Faced 3 hitters, struck them all out. On the outside corner, Asuaje strikes out. That is 6 strikeouts in a row for Rockies pitching.
Pinpoint control from Brooks Pounders. Brooks pounding that outside corner for the called strike.
One down here in the 9th inning for Jose Perella. He was grounded out to second, walked, and grounded out to third. It is major league debut of the Kansas City Royals, July of 2016. This is a liner into right center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Over the outstretched glove of DJ LeMahieu at second base. And a 1-out single for Jose Perella. 4th hit of the night for the Padres. Breaks up a string of 11 in a row. Retired by Rockies pitching. And brings up Chase Headley. Headley 0 for 3 has grounded out twice and lined out to short. In there for a strike, 1-1. On the corner for strike 2. On the ground up the middle and flip to second for 1, on to first for 2. Double play ends this ball game. They earn a shift and Arenado, third baseman, covered. So the double play that wraps it up here tonight on a cold night in Denver. The Padres are shut out by the Colorado Rockies, 8-0 the final. It's time for Padres Live. What's in store, Mike Pomerantz?